The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Friday night, another House of Stein Hot 10 show without the Stein. We're all here at the empty chair with Stein.
You're like, I'm starting, and then I was like, I saw Stein get up, and I was like, kind of like, okay, he's still starting. So
I guess we'll tell him that we're live, as he does not know we're live yet, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going live, Brian.
Screw it, we'll do it live. What is going on?
And there's
everybody?
a secret, Stein doesn't wear pants either while he's doing podcasts. So.
Yeah. But thank you for joining us tonight, you guys. We got a great show. I didn't know, Stein, we are live, my friend, just so you know. I gotta did we get our woe/blow books yet?
Hey, I sent my blow books in, dude. Don't burn me, Brian.
I got it.
And we got some major controversy tonight, dude. Okay. And so I gave you the comparison. Like, I know he's a well-respected artist, but I know where he got his inspiration from. So
well, here's the first appearance I saw earlier today that I didn't expect anyone to find was Redhood's first mama. He sent that to me on Instagram. I was like, a little clip of it. I was like, kind of like, and it was
that was back in our rookie year.
Yeah, in like Prospect 10 days. Like, I think it was by the time I was editing the videos, because it was like some text I used in one of the edits. So I was like, oh man, has it been that long?
Yep. Shout out to our boy, Mr. Longshort, that dropped a $20 super chat. He says, "What up, boys? LFG."
What's up, man?
Oh yeah, appreciate you, brother. Good stuff.
That was our rookie year, 2021.
2021, man. Right.
Nice.
Teeth of COVID, bro.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question. Do we have a woe book of the week? No woe book of the week. No
we're going straight to the blows.
The woe book of the week is how many books Ben is sending over to Joe for pressing.
Truth.
Well,
I got a stack.
Because we only don't have a woe book of the week, we have two blow books of the week. So let's get into it.
Oh,
all right.
Nice.
Here we go.
Oh, that blows. That blows. Oh, yeah. Judge Dredd. What issue is this, Hood?
Man, I don't
know. It's so bad that
it's so bad. I'm not going to reveal the number, bro.
It's cut off for a reason.
And the title is Get Ugly.
I mean, they're not even hiding it, right?
But I love her, Dad. But I love her.
It's almost that situation where they're proud of it.
Yes, for sure.
Did you do that dishes?
I mean, there was a really cool band I played with back in the day. They were called F's Up, and it stood for Fat, Stupid, Ugly People.
That is Brian Bolin. Good. Brian Bolin at his worst.
Yep.
This is during his drinking days phase, right?
Yes,
the printer. Hey, you sure you want to go with this one, Brian? Fucking print it.
So let's show our second blow book of the week. Oh, that blows.
Now look at this shit, dude. Okay.
Blows.
I think this was a Whatnot book, right? Liquid Kill. Now look closely at this fucking book, bro. Okay, and I'm not calling out this other artist, but it looks eerily similar to one of our favorite blow books from last year. Right? And I'm not calling him a thief or anything, bro. But when you're going to steal ugly art, you better fucking recognize and put after the shitty art, like under the, like Frank Miller after shitty art comic book, right? Either that or these motherfuckers are kindred spirits, bro. Like, we ought to link them up so they can go out and have a couple of drinks and like draw on fucking napkins their ugliest fucking character they can. Bro, this is unbelievable. This is a fucking doppelganger, dude. I saw this and I went, you son of a bitch, dude. Like, let me tell you, when you buy art like this, you ain't got to worry about fucking AI. This is legit, horrid fucking drawing. And if there was a contest, this shit would be a fucking tie. Just saying.
Gosh. Yeah.
Double blow.
Yeah.
Double blow book of the week, bro.
Amen.
Bang, bang.
Amen.
Bang,
All
bang.
right. Moving on to By the Dip.
Yeah, no shit, Derek. Drawn with feet. Maybe that's what Frank Miller's doing, bro. And then he's gonna have a reveal and say, "Look, y'all were picking on me. I'm drawing with my fucking feet." And then that shit would go viral, like that dude, my left foot. What is it, Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then we'll feel bad. He was drawing with his. I lost the use of my hands, so I had to draw with my feet.
There's
Then
people
we'd
out
be
there that
like-
do that. Yeah.
Bro, then we'd be like, bro, Frank Miller's the shit, dude. The fucking feet drawer, dude.
The Boys issue #1 is back on By the Dip.
Yeah, so this had a recent sale in a 9.8 for $282. The 90-day average is $291. So far for the year, the high is $305, the low being $260. Does anyone want to guess what the all-time high for this book was in the 9.8?
500.
600.
Yeah, so split the difference, 550.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we're close. Hey, but the taxes, bro. I win.
But I mean, the all-time the low for this in 2024 was 228. So you're already approaching back to that price. But I mean, is it the reason that the boys, like, people will catch it no matter what, and then their spin-off series, even though it was like it had one season, and then during the filming of the second season the actor died, so throws off the time.
Yeah.
And that throws off the timing of them releasing that between, like, the next season of the boys or whatever, or just to create more of that. So is this like kind of dying out? Or I mean, it's Amazon too, right?
Is The Boys on Amazon?
Yeah.
It is. Well, here's the thing. They got that new season coming, and they're bringing in that other actor from what's that show? The Supernatural. So both of the Supernatural guys are going to be in The Boys' new season. So
nice.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Moving on, our next By the Dip book, Hulk issue #1, the McGinnis 1 in 50 from the 2008 series, first appearance of Red Hulk. Classic cover that they did a 1 in 54 and an Atomic Comics variant for.
Yeah. So I'm glad I sold this book way off before I think by the time the Red Hulk was in the preview is about the time I sold this.
Smart.
But if you ever wanted this book, this is the time to start shopping around for them. The movie just dropped. It's so people don't really care. I mean, I know there's a lot of positivity towards, like, oh, Red Hulk was awesome, but it's not reflecting in the prices of these books. So this had a recent sale of $225, which is the all-time low and the low for the year. Like,
wow,
all-time low at $225.
There's so many good covers for this book. I mean,
yeah,
basically all the covers for this issue are good. Right?
Right.
I got the Turners, the McGinnis covers. They're all good. There's an Acuna one, I think, that's really good. Yeah. It's sad.
So, yeah. So this had a 2025 high of $508. 2024 was $638, with the low being $525, and the all-time high being $800.
Wow. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
So
too shabby. Such a good cover.
Yeah. So if you want this in your collection, definitely start shopping around for one.
Yep.
Caca.
All right, moving on to the almost 10. Starting off with a really cool Frank Cho cover, Jennifer's Body. This is the hardcover Frank Cho variant for
Mama.
This issue. Yeah, what a great book. I think
My
there's
goodness.
a couple of books we saw, we talked about on the latest market report showed up on the almost 10 today. And I mean, it was funny because not only did this, there was a couple other books, but remember that book that we talked about, Stein, that the Sun Microsystems book about the cursor?
Yeah,
that had a big sale this week too.
Did it?
Yeah, a raw sale for that for like, I don't know, some ridiculous amount.
I saw that.
But this really, when I was going through the market report, I went, what is that? I've never seen that before. And it's a hardcover variant. So
It should read Jennifer's booty. Bro.
Do you think she would sign this?
Megan Fox?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, man.
totally.
I mean, she dated Machine Gun Kelly, so
Bro, bring a bottle of wine. It's like, hey, Jennifer. She goes, my name ain't Jennifer. Okay, what? Can you sign this, please?
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's a great
like
cover.
Denise Richards, she's gonna be at C2E2 doing the whole like autographs and cast reunion of Starship Troopers.
Mama.
I mean, I have no idea what she looks like now, but
Yeah, that's important. You'd be like, you ain't touching this book. The value's going down.
Well, it's sold for a decent amount. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, there was actually a couple different sales. One was 130 and one was 200 just over the last couple weeks. So
Yeah, I wonder what an autograph one would
Nice.
be. Like about $400 or $500.
this doesn't look like Cho.
No, it doesn't.
no.
No, it doesn't look like Chubb, but I wouldn't put it past him that he could draw that. He's probably
I
at home. It's fucking mine. I draw it.
I agree. He can definitely do it.
Well, doesn't it kind of have that? It kind of has that Cho sketch look to it, like his commissions, just in that sepia tone.
Yeah, I could see him doing that in pencil, and it'd be looking badass, dude.
You know what I mean? Like you've seen the sketches before. It kind of has this look to it.
Yeah. I
It
get
just doesn't have that ridiculous like word bubble with something funny written in it. But I mean, that's what Megan Fox is gonna do. Like inscribe it with something funny to write in the word bubble, right?
Yeah. Megan
Bazinga
Fox,
asked,
man.
is any of us going to C2E2? When is C2E2?
I'm actually going.
You're going, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm going to Chicago. It's
Wow.
April 11th through the 13th.
Man, be careful, bro. Chicago, man.
Don't
Don't stay
mean,
at an Airbnb in there, bro. Get you a hotel close to the fucking venue, bro.
I mean, it's not like I'm staying on the south side of Chicago.
Hey, bro.
I mean, I've been to the south side of Chicago. It's not that bad.
It only gets bad when you get all the way down to Gary.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on. Next, we have.
Guess we ain't talking about Chicago no more.
This one's interesting.
Oh, and to answer, depending on what day you find me, it depends on how much I charge for selfies. No, I don't charge you.
Black Panther and the Crew, issue number 1, the Jim Chung hip hop variant. I don't remember this one.
What is it? The Bougies?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, it is
Yeah.
the Bougies.
200 raw.
$200.
Wow.
The last few that I could tell, there was some that were like in the $50 to $75 range, and yeah, 200 raw for this.
Damn.
Is there resurgence in hip hop covers?
I know I need that. I know I need this one, but I'm not going to pay 200.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah, I tried to find it on my comic shop because I was like, well, maybe it was one of those weird ones, like they did a few of them that were like 1 in 50s.
Yeah.
But this wasn't even listed on my comic shop, so I don't really know.
Yeah, Derek, you had the score on bootleg. That's badass, bro.
Yeah, that's a tough book right there. Almost all black cover.
Yeah.
Gonna be a tough one to get in high grade.
And especially with a Marvel ink rub during that time period.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So
Billy?
$200. What up, Billy?
No,
All right.
completionist tracking down the tough ones.
That could be
That
it,
probably
Doc
makes
Joe.
sense.
Yeah. That's a great point. Great point. All right, moving on. We've got another one that's I've never heard of. Day of the Dead, The Rising of Bub, issue number 1 from Dead Dog Comics in 2006.
That's such a weird title, right?
Hey, bro,
Why-
is this the blow book, dude? And you just moved it to the almost 10, dude? Come on, man.
I mean, isn't that the Rising of Bub? That just seems really like it's going to be a horror, but we're going to call him Bub. That just seems odd.
Yeah, that just softens the blow, dude. Like,
Yeah.
man, this ought to be good.
$50 though on this one. $50, and it was for a VF copy.
Hey, and it was on a newsstand.
Doesn't that logo kind of remind you of the Big Dog Inc. logo?
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a play. I wonder if this is something to do with that.
You probably got a cease and desist.
Or if this is like a special thing that Tom did. I don't know. It could have nothing to do with Tom Hutchinson, but it looks like the Big Dog Inc. logo.
Was there a number 2?
Heroes Reborn says Bub is from the movie. He was dog leashed to the wall, if you remember. It does say key collector down the side, Billy, because this one was not found on Cover Price. So shout out to Nick at Key Collector for giving me the info on this one.
What are you talking about? They're a sponsor of the show.
Who?
Yeah.
Key Collector?
Nick he gives us the list every week to present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's going to be clipped.
Yeah. It does have a JR cover feel.
0 sponsors on this show. 0.
Yeah, this is the House of Stein, brought to you by the House of Stein. So Billy says, "Oh God, I'm leaving now." $50.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved.
Pretty interesting on finding these weird books. This is something I'd be definitely searching for. I wouldn't be searching for, but if I see it in a dollar bin, I'd probably pick it up just because I'd never seen it.
Are you kidding? If I saw it in a dollar bin, I'd be asking for a markdown. You take 25 cents for this?
Next, we've got this one's really cool, you guys. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories issue number 700. Was it 726?
726.
So this is special. This is very interesting. I can't remember where the last time there was a first appearance in a new Disney book that was catching a lot of heat. And I mean, semi-new. This is from 2015, so 10 years ago. But the A cover is the one that you want to keep your eye on, which is this cover right here. And the reason why I say this is the one you want to pick up is because this also has the character whose first appearance is in this book that everybody's going crazy for, which is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which was the first go round of Mickey back in the day, right? Oswald was the first Mickey, and they brought the character back to do in comics, and it's causing all three covers of this to go crazy. But the A cover is probably the one, you know, if you're searching for Oswald the Rabbit, that's the one you want.
Yeah. $75 raw for this. The Donald Duck cover you could probably get for $10. And the incentive, I think, is about 25, I think is what I saw the last sale on that one. So the A cover is definitely the one you would want, but
rarity wise, you want that 1 in 25.
And it shocked me. I haven't seen a Walt Disney comic sell, like modern one, sell for that much in a minute.
Yeah.
What, since like the Little Mermaid book?
Well,
Or Frozen? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I'm surprised. Do they still make this? Does IDW still make this Walt Disney comics and stories? Or hopefully it's still being printed somewhere.
I don't think so.
I don't think IDW is printing very much of anything as of lately.
Great point. Yep, great point. But yeah, this is a cool book. I'm not a huge Disney fan, but if I saw this, I would grab it. I think it's pretty cool. So we'll see if this turns into anything crazier down the road. But moving on. Speaking of Disney, Air Pirates Funnies, issue number 1, the Pirate Parrot reprint of this book, put out by Hell Comics in 1986. Supposedly there's only 500 of these.
Yes. So hold on. Let's see. There was, I think the one that I saw was actually from 1971.
Oh, really?
And it was numbered to hand numbered to 230.
Ooh.
Which is really interesting because I wouldn't have thought back in the 70s that they would have even thought to do that. Yeah, it was just called.
I know that
like at the bottom of it,
there's an air printing. So shout out to one of the greatest comic websites ever, Recalled Comics. There's the air printing that I know of, this one, and then I'm not sure.
Let me oops, hold on, let me see if I can find it again.
Remember the original art for this was available?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Does it say 78 is the one that was wrong?
Doesn't say.
On the top?
It says 10 by 7.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it came out in 71.
So this one, okay. Yeah, so this one has a different cover. And here, hold on, I'll shoot you the link.
Put it in the private chat on the side.
Yep. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out where the private chat is.
So I thought it was this one, the reprint that they did in 1986, but I am wrong.
So this one got listed and immediately purchased. So I couldn't honestly even find any other kind of sale.
Wow. Special pirate edition. Look at that.
And look at the back cover. The back cover's crazy.
Oh, wow. It's got a stamp on it and then hand numbered. You're right. That's crazy cool.
I like the line at the bottom. If you're looking for laughs, go to hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's kind of funny. Shout out to the Cover Price crew, because they saw a book that kind of blew me away on their, I think it's on their Shakers content for this week, which is kind of interesting. There was another Disney book that was on there. Let me show you guys this. This is kind of cool. This I have never seen. Shout out to Cover Price, you guys. Make sure you guys go check out Cover Price, one of the best comic book websites on the internet. But look at this. Have you ever seen this?
I saw that sale and I was like, I can't possibly put that on there.
This is crazy, isn't it? What the heck
wish
is this?
Why is Redhood not here right now?
I know, right? Is this a woe book or a blow book? The blue one is the original, Billy. The blue Air Pirates is the original. That's the best one, in my opinion. But
if it was a blow book, would you have to pay extra?
Very cool. You guys know we love those Disney knockoffs, so very interesting. All right, moving on to an interesting one. Silent Hill Past Life, issue number 2. Just the regular A cover had a pretty decent sale on a 9.8, and I've never seen this cover either.
Yeah. First of all, it was a 9.8, so shout out, and I believe who I can't remember who, somebody in the and I can't remember who. Now I looked at so many books and now I forget who sold this. Somebody that we know in the chat sold it, because I was gonna say something and I forgot to write it down. So whoever it was,
here, let's just go out on the limb and guess. Congrats, James Kreider, for making the sale.
Yeah, I can't remember who sold it, but somebody that's always in our chat, because I was going to mention it and then I never forgot. This is what happens when you get old. But just the fact that you actually graded this, and I'll be honest, I was looking at all kinds of stuff this week, and
here you go. Shout out to JC Green Lightning. I don't know.
There were so many books that sold this week that were these type of really rare books. Like you just can't, like books you just don't see. And I don't know if that's just a one-off week, or if that's kind of how people are shifting. I don't know. But I just thought it was interesting.
That is cool. Yeah. Wasn't Silent Hill, who was Silent Hill written by? The original. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Isn't it a video game?
Yeah, it is a video game. That's right. It's a video game. For some reason, I'm thinking like Joe Hill or something did this, but I'm wrong. I'm wrong. All right, moving on. Next, we have a big book, a massive book. Spawn issue 285, the employee blank sketch cover variant. This book had a massive sale this week.
Yeah, it was you got to listen to CGC. It was actually CBCS 9.6, $1,800 for this.
Wow.
And good on the whoever the seller was. They actually took pictures of the book before they had it slabbed up. So you could actually see that it's one of the it's one of the ones where they literally just wrapped the 285 issue in a blank cover. That's literally all it was.
Yep.
And I got $1,800 for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Insanity.
Well, because I know like in like Marvel books, when they just do that, the A cover or whatever's on the inside usually doesn't have the barcode. Is that the situation for this, or does it?
I can't remember. I don't know if he showed the back.
Okay.
Because the 285 was the one with the split cover where it was like they had like a line, like some of it was like black and white, and some of it was color or something like that.
Yeah, it was a Matina cover, and it was half one half. Yeah.
Yeah, whereas half Spawn and half I don't remember the character.
Yeah, I don't either.
Was it Violator?
Yeah,
maybe
something like that. Yeah, I think it was half Spawn where his face was with the mask off, and then half Spawn with the mask on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they had a bunch of iterations for that, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
And then there was like a half blank cover, and then
Yes.
yeah, like the opposite, left and right. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
That's a good question here, boy. I don't know.
I mean, they obviously just erased the pencils that were on there and sold it as a blank cover. That's why I got a 9.6, you know.
Yes, sir.
Pencil marks. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. It's a big number, man. Some of those rare Spawn books are crazy. There was also a Kudransky 9.0 that sold for a ridiculous amount this week too.
I saw that. Every time I see that book sell, I think it's not as rare as, because it still does have sales. I wouldn't say off all the time, but often enough to where it's not like one of those books that it just is so rare that you can't find one. Like it won't come up for sale for 2 years. You know, that book does come up for sale from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's one of those tough ones, that's for sure. All right. Next we have a rare promo. Gotta love these promo books. This one from Black & Decker Company. This is Make the Magic Switch, the new Black & Decker Power Driver promo from 1958.
Okay, I put this on here strictly for Hood.
Is this the first vibrator, bro?
Because everything was telling me make the magic switch and the power driver, and I just thought, okay, this is like Hood's like ultimate,
hey, bro,
golden age book.
And let me tell you, dude. Like, I'd buy this just because of that full bunny rabbit at the top, dude. Oh my god, dude! Your complete basic power unit. One tool, 24 uses. Indoors or outdoors, baby.
That's crazy, dude.
Thank you, Ben.
Hey, man, I'm always thinking of you.
Yeah.
Those promo books, some of them are super rare. Super rare.
Yeah, I don't know who would have ever. I mean, anybody buying a Black & Decker tool in the 50s, do you think they're keeping a comic book with a rabbit on it? I don't think so.
Man. Babe, what'd you do with my comic? Huh? What? Oh.
Moving on, we've got a tough one that we saw also on Wednesday. I've never seen this book. It is awesome. Great Adam Hughes cover. Tomb Raider Journeys, issue number 1, the German edition, limited to 300. Sold for $220 raw this week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, she looks extremely disproportionate. Like her shoulders and like just look way off to me, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen, where we talked about the book on Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday. And here we are.
That. Ow.
I think it was last week, though, to be completely honest.
Why is she doing that?
But that's a pretty fast turnaround time from like talking about it last week to showing up on the list this week. Usually it takes like 2 or 3 years.
It's true.
Yeah, so a week is really fast. So the conclusion is, yeah.
All right, moving on.
Weekly.
We've got another big one. Now this one's interesting. This is not an actual comic, even though it looks like a comic and it says DC at the top. This is for all the Dark Age of Camelot players out there, the OG of OG's MMO RPG games. This is the questing journal that came with the original game, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Is that what it is?
I tried to look at it and it was really confusing me because somehow they got permission from DC to do this.
It's weird,
And
right?
It's very strange, and it's literally just a journal.
So yeah, it's to help when you're doing quests and stuff in the game. You would write down stuff in it. So a lot of them you'll see they're actually written in. These pages are written in.
Oh, that's like a note page or whatever.
Yeah. So they're very rare. They were part of the game, the original game. And as you can see here, it says free questing journal. It says something sponsor of DC Comics sweepstakes something category in the summer of 2001. It says what it is, but I can't read it. But yeah, I believe this was just the questing journal that came with the game. They threw it in as an extra. And Dark Age of Camelot is the OG of massive multiplayer online gaming, right? And role-playing stuff. And if you play WoW, if you play those type of games, this is the OG. And it's pure nostalgia for nerds, just like Billy says. It is pure nostalgia for nerds. And this one right here sold for a ton of money.
Yeah, $710 for this.
Raw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Very rare.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, what? Like, what is crazy? I mean, insanity.
Yeah.
But
did it come with a video game or not?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it may have originally, but not on this sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean on that sale, you think it would come with a video game.
Man,
I guess
crazy.
I guess that'd be like a $2,000 sell then at that point if you included the game.
Yeah. Very, very cool. That is the Almost 10. You guys come hang out with us tomorrow night on Modern Comic Mayhem on Beyond Wednesdays, where we go crazy every Saturday night. Let's move on to the list. Starting off with our Golden Age book this week, a super cool pulp. I think this is a pulp, right? Shadow Comics issue number 2 from volume 4 and way back in the day. A classic decapitation cover from 1944.
I don't think it's a pulp.
It's not a pulp?
I don't think so, because pulps didn't say comics.
Oh, great point.
Yeah, so I think it was but this is like when you really think of characters back in the Golden Age era. I mean, yes, there were some timely were a little, but this one is like super gruesome. For this was like a main, Shadow was a main character back then. It wasn't like something from EC or something like that. This is like an actual.
He like Superman,
yeah. I mean, that is a brutal cover.
Is he pulling the head out of the jar or putting the head in the jar?
I think he's dipping it like a nugget, like a chicken nugget.
He's draining the blood into that jar. Because
Okay.
how else do you get all that blood in there?
I like
sauce,
better.
bro. It's
Yeah.
like it's nugget sauce, bro.
Yeah. That's Polynesian sauce right there.
Yeah, there you go. You think
Yeah.
when he drew it, the editor, it's perfect. Let's use that for a cover. Oh, you think? Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, this is the last time we let Steve make that soup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. First of all, I don't know how some time machine or something. CGC 7.5 sold for almost basically $2,000 after tax, but
it's pretty high grade for that old of a
It's
book.
like I found a hair in my soup. Oh God, I thought you were going to tell me that you found an eyeball. Thank God.
Crazy, man. Very, very cool. All right, next for our regular honorable mention, a gorgeous, absolutely beautiful cover that probably should have been the Woe book of the week. Mothra, Queen of Monsters, issue number 1, the 1 in 25 Virgin variant. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, this is this looks like some kind of like art piece that you'd see like in a museum or something. There's a lot of detail
Totally.
going on this one.
Dope.
Yeah, so there's not very many sales on this. They're generally in the $25 to $30 range, which is just slightly right at ratio, maybe slightly above, but not very few were actually for sale. So I would say if you find this one, I mean, this is, it's kind of like a Godzilla, I guess, would you consider it a spinoff? Is it? I mean,
yeah, character, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mothra, yeah.
So I mean that niche has got people that definitely want some of the harder to find things. So I would say if you see it, it might be worth picking up.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's very cool. Out this week. All right, moving on. Number 10 this week, Blade Forger issue number 1, the In-Huk Lee 1 in 10 that I did not even see this week. I skipped right over it. Oh, this is from last year. What am I talking about? I thought this was new. This is from last year.
No, this is new. This just came out.
Oh, okay. It's from this year. Okay.
Yeah. Just came out. Yeah, I mean, you don't really. There's never really a lot of. I don't feel like there's a lot of buzz around some of the Mad Cave stuff that comes out, but I think they do a decent job on their books. So the fact that they were able to get In-Huk Lee on this is to do a variant for him seems pretty. I would think that for people that are like In-Huk Lee, I would think this one's going to be a more tough one to find.
That's
dope. Where they're starting to put themselves in the game, right? Of getting like top, or like up their artists, like well-known artists,
right.
To get their to get more eyes on their product, right? Or
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. He looks like a Darth something.
Yeah, he does.
I don't disagree with that statement.
Yeah, he looks like a Darth something.
I was thinking Darth Maul and Darth Vader had a baby. This would be the spawn of it.
Yeah, it is a great cover. How much was it selling for again?
This is selling for 15 plus, 15 to 20-ish. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those that.
Yeah, if you see it,
I don't know.
Mad Cave.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Number 9 this
Darth
week.
Red Skull.
A gorgeous John Royal cover. This is Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 5, issue number 3, the John Royal Virgin 1 in 20. And man, this is a great cover.
So Royal. Yeah, I agree. Very, very similar to Campbell. Even the trade dress was basically selling for like 5 to 10. I would think that this. I don't know how hard this was to get. What did you say this was? A 1 in 20? Is that what you said?
1 in 20. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes these Zenescope books, if they're done well and people really like them, they do pretty well on the secondary market.
Hey,
because they're hard to find.
Hey Ben, you think Campbell at a show like passes by John Royal's table and says, "Man, that looks really good. It's almost starting to look like my shit. Badass."
Do you
maybe
think
next year you can set up next to me under my balls?
Do you think that there's? And I don't know Campbell at all, but
hey, there goes us having John Royal on the show. Sorry.
Do you think that Campbell is kind of like Art Germ, where he has people that he helps out,
like proteges?
Are you saying like he's the emperor and has apprentices?
I don't know. I'm just. I mean, I'm just curious. I'm curious.
Yes. No. I don't know, man. Like if I'm an artist and I see somebody drawing kind of like me, I would be like, "Hey, what the fuck, bro? you know, like but that's just me.
Well, nobody likes you anyway. So.
No, man, come on.
Is that how you really want to treat your presser right now?
Quit teasing me, man.
Well, that's true. That's true, man. I gotta butter him up because I've got like so many books to send him.
That's all right, man. I'm used to it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Feed me. Everybody hates you. You're gonna lose. Yes.
I like this book. 40 plus. I wonder how many there are out there of this. Like you said, Stein. Probably not very many.
I wouldn't think.
Yep. So, at number 8 this week, this one blew me away. Tim Drake Robin, issue number 3, specifically the Dan Mora variant, which I don't even think is a ratio variant. It's just a B cover, right?
Yes.
Selling for $30 to $60, dude.
Oh my god. Why?
I don't
People
know.
like that nostalgia. I mean, how cool does that look with Robin in the face of Batman?
But I mean, this book
Weird.
is like 2 years old. I don't understand what. I don't know. I was very confused by this one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If anybody knows why this one is, I don't know. Is there something like hidden on the
cover that's making them pick it up? Because I couldn't figure it out either.
The peekaboo variant.
It's weird. They did like variants for each era of the Batman comics. So
it's okay for a Batman book, dude. I'm not gonna hate on it.
But why is it selling for so much? That's the question. That's what I want to know.
Who knows? It's probably first appearance of a butt plug or something.
Robin's camel toe. Jesus.
He beat me to it. Damn it, dude.
Yeah. If anybody knows, let us know on the in the live chat or on the replay. Dan Mora is one of the best cover artists in the game right now, hands down. I'll agree to that. But I don't understand why this is getting as much as $60 on the secondary market. Very, very weird. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll have to see. Moving on to number 7 this week. This is an interesting one. Hulk issue number 1, the 2025 Whatnot Pack gold foil variant, limited to 300. I was lucky enough to pull one of these for a buyer in my Whatnot sale this week, and it looks freaking gorgeous. But I got to tell you something. It's not the best looking one. The best looking one out of all of them, in my opinion, is the regular Virgin variant of this. It looks so freaking good, but everybody wants the gold foil.
Gold.
I mean, does that surprise you? Like, just like sports cards and all that. Like everyone,
gold.
Everyone wants that gold. Like where it's
Yeah.
out of 10, out of 50, no one gives a shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The prismatics look gorgeous too. The Acuna Cap Wolf variant in gold looks beautiful. I do have 3 more packs that I have that I'm going to be selling probably tomorrow on one of my sales. So I'm hoping that out of these 3 packs, I can pull an autograph or a sketch cover, because I've only seen a few people pull autographs or sketch covers. And they're supposed to be in there, but they're selling. All of the books are selling on the secondary market for a decent amount, it sounds like.
Shout out to Billy, man. Like he's got that he's got that Darth Red Hood.
Hold on, let me put that up. Here we go.
He said, "Right here, Hood." Love you, Billy. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that is great.
Go follow Economics and Comics, man. He's fucking cool
yeah.
as shit, and he'll send you your books in mint condition, bro.
Yes, sir. But I'm telling you, the Virgin variant of this looks way better because it's just the fire in the background. It looks so damn good. It looks clean too. But yeah, 200 plus for this. 200 plus, I think, for the prismatic too, right, Stein? I think that's going for a decent amount.
Yeah, they're all doing well.
That's crazy that you can almost buy the 1 in 50 cheaper in a 9.8.
Yes. Yep.
But I guess you got to get the flavor of the month.
Yeah. Shout out to Nimesh Patel, who we gave this away on Modern Comic Mayhem the other night, the prismatic variant of Hulk 22. So he pulled 2 of those and he said, you know what, give one away. I went, okay. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. Mill Geek pulled a Bagley sketch and it sold for 90. It's a pack just sold for $90. Wow.
Crazy. How much do
Yeah.
you think the sketch will sell for? If the buyer sells it, I don't,
500, right? Probably.
Probably whatever his going rate
Yeah.
is for commission rate.
Yeah. Who knows?
I guess it depends on the character that's drawn.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Five, only 300 of the golds, right? So, and only 5 of the gold signed and only 5. And then all the sketches are 101. So pretty interesting. All right. Moving on to number 6 this week. We have a couple books in tonight's Hot 10 that are based on MCU spec. It's nice to see a little MCU spec play. And here we have West Coast Avengers issue number 45. The first appearance of the White Vision is back on the list.
Yeah. So, you guys know me. I don't really follow trends or like things that happen, but I guess I did run across. I was a little confused. I saw several of these sold, and I was like, I thought this was like forever ago. Yeah. And so I had to do some digging. And then I saw that I guess somebody released stuff from Avengers Doomsday is what
the storyboard pictures or whatever.
Yeah, something. And I guess that's where White Vision was in it. And so I guess that's where.
Yeah, it was Star-Lord or whatever sitting next to each other.
Yeah. So, very strange. I agree, Derek. Yeah, 2021. It kind of confused me too, but these are now back up over 9/8 are back up over 200. They had fallen to like 150, 140, something like that.
Is there still that I heard there's supposed to be a spin-off show where it's supposed to be White Vision or something like that?
Yeah, that's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Vision Quest.
Yeah.
It's called Vision Quest?
Yeah.
Okay. So
you never know, like.
Well, that the movie scenes could be setting up for that, right? Is one rumor, but then at the same time, like, is it also disproving that those pictures could be fake?
Man, a couple of those pictures looked really good. Yeah. I don't know, but that was on the heels of Captain America not doing so hot, and then all of a sudden you got this leak to throw like the ninja smoke bombs, like don't look at this, look at this.
Yes.
Right. And it's probably bullshit, but man, dude, like if Doom is gonna look like that, bro, fuck, man.
Hey, we didn't really talk about it last week, but I was curious just what you guys hated so much about Captain America.
I didn't hate it. I liked it.
I thought it was mediocre, average, where it didn't really progress anything. So I thought it was just like something that was like a filler movie. So it's just like kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
this is okay.
I mean, I went into it just I told myself I'm gonna have a good time, and I had a good time. So
Well, I
what
also went
didn't
into
like.
it with the mentality that, oh, I'm gonna see Thunderbolts, and I'm like, why am I watching a preview for the movie I'm seeing?
Now,
So that also
now the
says
Thunderbolts, bro, that trailer, the newest one, looks fucking amazing, G. Like, bro, that one, that's after Daredevil, and then you got Thunderbolts. I think we're getting back. I think we're getting snapped back to where we were, bro.
Here's my thoughts on it all, and I've seen it 2.5 times now. My biggest complaints are we saw all the Red Hulk stuff in the trailer. So there wasn't any extra Red Hulk stuff that was cool. But we saw it all in the trailer. Harrison Ford's acting was atrocious. I mean, really bad. Really bad.
Get off my plane.
The leader stuff was kind of cheesy. Like it felt like it wasn't even necessary. And the best parts were fleeting at best, which were the relationship between Sam and Bucky and Falcon and Sam, you know what I mean? Joaquin Torres. Those were the best parts, and they didn't play those up very well. And the Sabra character was horrible. Yeah. I mean, they really did that character no justice.
Hey, I'll tell you, Brian, I'll tell you, like, and nobody's talking about it. I would go pick up Yelena Belova books like immediately because you could flip them right before the movie comes out. She is going to be the rock star of that movie, man.
I think the Sentry's going to be the rock star of that movie, dude. I think the Sentry's going to come out of that. But I like Yelena, though.
Mama.
Yeah.
Well, Yelena already has her fan base, right? So
she's going to get more.
Yeah.
But
Yelena.
I don't know, man. Harrison Ford was so bad that it did the unthinkable to me and made me go, this guy needs to stop acting. I remember watching the latest Indiana Jones thinking, man,
that was bad.
Yeah,
dude.
he's too old to be acting at this point.
At this point, he just needs to take a play from what Mark Hamill's doing. Just go into voice acting. Like, it'll be okay. People will still recognize your voice.
Yeah.
People will still love you.
We'll see, Derek.
Yeah.
I think, look, mark my words. What's today's date? What's today's date? The 7th, March 7th. You watch. Yelena Belova's books are going to double. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
I smell a bet coming on.
Yeah, I'm betting $1, Derek. Gentleman's bet.
$1.
$1.
All right, moving on to number 5 this week. More Secret Wars spec. Secret Wars issue number 2, first full appearance of God Emperor Doom, is back on the list because of said leaks.
Yeah, this had dropped below $10. Now it's back $25 again.
Time to cash out.
There are a ton of these out there.
Yeah.
Ton. I don't know what the print run on this, but it's got to be 200,000 plus, right?
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I was buying the incentives for like less than cover price at one point in time.
Yeah.
From a well-known store, I'll say that.
I like is it the second or third print that's the virgin cover of the Ross cover?
Yes.
Second print, and the third print is the gold letters.
Okay. I mean, you can't really go wrong. I mean, that is one, regardless of whether this thing's ever worth anything, just the fact that it's got this really good cover is at least you can just have it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be interesting to see if they pull it off. You know, the whole Secret Wars Hickman stuff. And without, I hope that they kind of mix up both Secret Wars like we thought for years, you know?
But it's a secret if they're actually working on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, moving on to number 4 this week. Another spec play on the recent leaks. In one of those leaked storyboards, we saw Dupe showing up, and Dupe is such a cool X-Men character. It's kind of like, Lockheed or Herbie, the robot. Like he's one of those weird kind of characters, Jeff Landshark. But I always loved him from this old school Ecstatics run with Mike Allred, and when they changed X-Force over to this weird new team. I remember reading X-Force at the time and being like, what is this? And I fell in love with it. And at the time, there was a big controversy because there was one issue where Mike Allred had painted Princess Di on the cover, and she died that week. So they had to go back to the printer and change it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yep. I think that was
What are the odds of that?
Right? Yeah. So, but yeah, first appearance of Dupe and first appearance of the Ecstatics is on the list at number 4 this week.
Yeah, 9/8 were less than $100. Now they're up to 150. I think he just looks like a giant turd, but okay.
A booger.
I guess that's something.
It's a Slimer ripoff.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, it is.
And this cover's kind of weird to me too,
bro. Like, think about it, dude. Like, whoever released this art, like, you could have put anybody in there, dude. Like, why would you put Dupe?
What do you mean?
Right? No, like in the art that
I got you.
supposedly
In the
got
art.
leaked.
Yes, I got
That
you.
got leaked. You could have put any, and that's what makes me think that there could be something to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so fucking random. You know what I mean? But I guess these guys are starting to read the source material, because like they didn't do that in phase 4. So are we phase 5 yet?
Yeah. Phase 5 is
sure. I don't know. Actually, what started. Yeah.
I've lost all hope. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here, or something like that. All right. $150 for a 9/8 though on this one, if you have it. What are Raws selling for? Did you look?
I did not look at Raws. I have a really hard time pricing out Raws because it's so random, and you have no idea what people are actually grading their own books at.
Right, and then you have to kind of base on pictures of conditions and
like you kind of know, like, people that know how to grade their books if you're buying them on eBay. If you see like books that you like and they got a couple of them and then they're selling some like Tupperware and some old dresses and shit like that, like, don't buy it.
Oh, I definitely expect them to ship it the best way possible, and then I definitely believe they're mint plus.
Yeah.
Never read.
Yeah, never
Brand new.
I never read it. Somebody read it, but I did it.
All right, moving on to number 3 this week. The gorgeous Amanda Connor 1 in 10 for Pop Kill issue number 1 is on the list. What a great cover.
Yeah, last week we were talking about the Will Jack cover. There was a few other variants for this, right?
Yeah,
yes.
There was a couple.
The Panosian, the Will Jack, this one. There's going to be a ton of them coming. I mean, every single artist you can think of that draws beautiful women is going to be doing variants for Pop Kill. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when this came out, this was like $10. So right at the ratio, and now it's 25 to 30. So it's the following week. It's done much better than when it first came out.
Sweet.
Yep. That's a great book. Great cover. Gorgeous.
What is this book about?
It's some crazy story about 2 guys that drank a soda at the same time or something. I remember Billy was telling us about it. It's some weird storyline. Really weird.
But I like how it's crowdfunded originally. that it came from a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And it's
two guys drinking a soda at the same time.
Yeah, they
That's-
like. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
The same
And
glass.
no, let me look it up. Hold on here.
I'm so confused. Like,
You better get that straw out of my drink, because pop kills, bro.
Here we go. Imagine a world. It says here. Imagine a world where the two dominant and competing cola companies, each worth billions, are owned by former Siamese twins who are now separated and have grown to hate each other so much they hire assassins, saboteurs, and espionage personnel to meddle with each other on a daily basis. The story is about brotherly love run afoul and the people they enlist to do their dirty work.
Bro, I got to read that now, man.
It's Dave Johnson. Dave Johnson, the famous artist. He came up with the storyline and did the interior art on it too, I believe. So him and Jimmy Palmiotti did it together.
So for all my tinfoil hat friends, is this about the Koch brothers? Did
it? So crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, moving on to number 2 this week. Jim Henson's Labyrinth, issue number 6, the Raza 1 in 25.
So when I was looking at books last week, I was looking at the ones that were going to be coming out this week, and I saw this cover and I was like, okay, this one's going to sell. I just know that this one is going to sell, even though it's Labyrinth, but it's just one of those covers that you look at and you're like, people are going to want that cover. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's selling for 60 to 100 or more. So it's doing really well. There's not that many of them out there. How many people are ordering 25 copies of Labyrinth number 6? Can't be many.
Any Bowie fans.
Roz, bad motherfucker, bro.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, for sure. And that's probably the best cover out of all the ones that have come out from the Jim Henson stuff so far. I remember that crystal ball stuff was so crazy when I was a kid watching him do that. So that's a great cover for the movie.
I agree.
So, and at number 1 this week.
Hey, I'm sorry. I can't. That's all I gotta say is I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice on this number 1. I know.
Dude, this is hard to even find information on, man. Like there's not a ton of information on it other from the site where you bought it. And whoever got in on this, I know Leg was telling us he found some and he was able to get on some and he bought a couple. They're selling for so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, so there's different versions of, or like different versions of the color of the lettering, and one of them has no lettering, but I mean the blue one's selling for like over $300. The red one is selling for like over $200. It's
so wasn't the red one the one that was originally available to first order?
Yeah.
And then the blue was like, oh, we had such a high demand, we released this blue version or whatever.
Oh, I mean, the whole thing was a cash grab. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But the whole weird thing about it being pulled, like most of them get pulled off of eBay, but some of them have slipped through. Like they people post them, and like if you don't buy it like within a few hours, that eBay's pulling them. Yeah, so it's.
I still think it's based on title because historically, like eBay's always pulled cherry titles, right?
Well, I would think so, but there's another one, and I think it's either maybe the Elias Chet Chad Zudice guy
Yeah,
or whatever.
Chad Zudas, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe he has a cover on it, or somebody like that has where she's laying she's like laying up against a wall and her legs are going up the wall. I don't remember. I think that might have been who it was, but I mean that one. I think that one I saw on eBay as well. So I don't know. The whole thing is just bizarre. I mean, such a bizarre scenario. I think it's fueling some of those sales because people are like,
Yeah,
I just
because
got to buy it.
yeah, people want it because they can't. It's hard to get.
Yeah. So
eBay says I can't have it, so I need to pay even more money for it.
right.
Is this cover of the year like so far this year, bro?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think it's cover of the year. I mean, it's a good cover, but I don't think it's like cover of the year category stuff.
We'll take off those remarks and let's see if it's cover of the year.
What's bad is it's not. I mean, it's not even an explicit cover.
Yeah.
I mean, when it all comes down to it, it's not like some of the other covers that are actually out there that are hyper explicit, and eBay lets them just ride.
Cover it up. Cover it up or whatever.
Yeah,
Justin says her face looks terrible.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, again, that's not. This is definitely not my cup of tea. But I don't.
Yeah, there's no mystery.
It just doesn't. It's the whole thing is just confusing to me.
I'm ready.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if it stays on the list till next week. That will be the interesting part. Well, I think the thing that helps it is there's only so many of them, right?
Yeah.
If they continue to print them, then there's a problem.
I think this book is going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
It's one of those books. It's going to be an expensive book.
Well, I mean, if you just think about how much it costs for Adam Hughes' art fee, anyways.
Yeah.
Like they have to like cash grab and do as many like crazy variants they can. Like I'm reading in chat that there was a metal version, a signature limited to 50 version or whatever, and blah blah blah. So they might as well like try to squeeze every penny because I'm sure it's not cheap to get Adam Hughes to do a cover for you,
bro. How about the mystery variant? Did you guys hear about that one on this book? She has clothes on. Bro, that one's going to be expensive.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the list for the week of March 7th, 2025. Excellent stuff.
Belova.
Yeah. So we've got Daredevil going on right now. So I'm going to go watch Daredevil immediately following this. Have you seen Daredevil yet, you guys? Has any of you guys seen it?
I need to watch it as well. So as long as I don't get distracted by video games, I think I'll probably watch it as well.
So
I'll probably play video games.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to talk about it tomorrow night on Modern Comic Mayhem. We'll talk about what we think of it so far and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys come hang out with us tomorrow. And if you're watching right now live, please do us a favor and hit that like button. There are 152 of you watching and only 43 likes, you guys. Please, on your way out, hit that like button. Double tap if you're watching on your phone. And come hang out with us tomorrow night, Modern Comic Mayhem. We'll be right back here next Friday for another House of Stein Hot 10 list and show. Ben, what do you say?
See ya.
All right. At number 12 spot, the Golden Age honorable mention this week, we have Shadow Comics from 1944. This is volume 4 of Shadow Comics, issue number 2, a recent CGC 7.5 sale of $1,920 on this crazy old school decapitated head cover. That's a beautiful book. Next, for our regular honorable mention, we have the Mothra Queen of the Monsters 1 in 25 Virgin variant for issue number 1. Came out this week. A gorgeous cover, one of the most beautiful covers on the list this week. This one's selling for $25 to $30 on the secondary market. At number 10, Blade Forger, number 1, the In-Huck Lee 1 in 10 variant, another book that came out this week. This one is selling for $15 plus raw. At number 9, the gorgeous John Royal Virgin variant for Grimm Tales of Terror, Volume 5, issue number 3, the 1 in 20 variant. And this is a beautiful John Royal cover selling for $40 plus on the secondary market raw. At number 8, the big question, why is this book selling for so much? If you guys know, let us know, because we're at a loss with this one. Tim Drake Robin, issue number 3, specifically the Dan Mora variant, is selling for $30 to $60 raw. At number 7, Whatnot does it again with their Whatnot packs. This is the Hulk variant packs, specifically the Hulk issue number 1 gold foil limited to 300 is on the list at number 7, selling for $200 plus on the secondary market raw. At number 6, West Coast Avengers issue number 45 is back on the list. First appearance of the White Vision. Because of the recent leaks of storyboard material, we have multiple books on the list this week, and this is the first of them, selling for a nice chunk of change, $200 plus in CGC 9.8 again. At number 5, more storyboard spec. Secret Wars issue number 2 from the Hickman run in 2015. This is the first full appearance of God Emperor Doom, selling for $20 plus raw. We saw more storyboard art with God Emperor Doom in it and taken from this storyline. So a lot of people are snatching this one up. At number 4, our final spec, MCU spec, storyboard spec, X-Force issue number 116. The first appearance of Dupe is causing this one to jump back on the list. CGC 9.8 for this one are selling for $150 plus. Was less than $100 before the leaks of the storyboard showing Dupe in some of the images. At number 3, the beautiful Amanda Connor 1 in 10 variant for Pop Kill issue number 1 from Mad Cave is selling for $25 to $30 raw. And we talked about this book last week while talking about the Will Jack variants. And now people are starting to realize how beautiful this cover is on the secondary market. Sales are popping $25 to $30. At number 2, the best cover so far, in my opinion, of the Jim Henson's Labyrinth comics. This is issue number 6, the Raza 1 in 25 variant. An amazing cover, selling for $60 to $100 plus raw on the secondary market. And at number 1, Cherry is back on the list. Issue number 24, the Adam Hughes variant, selling for $200 plus raw. Limited amount of these. Will it be on the list again next week? Who knows? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on the House of Stein Hot 10 for the week of March 7th, 2025. We'll see you next week. Adios.